What's going on, gamers? And what's going on, Steam fanboys that are butthurt right now? But what's going on, gamers? Hopefully everyone's having a great day. Yesterday I did volleyball with a group that my brother used to play with. I had fun doing that. I'll be continuing that on for him. Man, my legs are a bit sore though from jumping high. But getting into this though, I made a video a couple days ago. Yeah, it's kind of how I feel right now, saying the Steam machine is dead. Xbox consoles are outselling it. And the funny thing about this is everybody knows that the Steam machine is not going to sell that much. Boy, did I tell you, I made a lot of PC Steam fanboys mad. Are we ready to get into this? Because this is going to be a funny salt farming video. And I just don't understand what's so hard to accept that this is not acceptable for any hardware that comes on the market, video game wise. Like, get out of here. Vita was considered an abyssal failure when it sold like 13.6 million or something. The Wii U, 14 point something million. ROG Ally, disaster. Barely, I don't even know if it even sold 1 million. But somehow, and when Valve does it, it's okay and it's doing well. Are we ready? Let's get into these comments because PC fanboys just cannot handle this. Now, this guy says there is not many in supply though. Steam does not have supply of like 500,000 units. Bro, the point here is that it's only selling a certain amount weekly. As we said right here, it's 12,000 or 14,000 weekly. Well, down in the comments, this guy says, no, right, I'm not even going to watch the video, already dumb. This guy says, I have a laptop with more power than this slap Steam PC that I got for $500. Oh, yeah, bro, get slammed. It's overpriced. It has no exclusives. Valve said it wasn't going to have any exclusives. You're sitting over here defending corporate greed. Valve could have delayed this and sold it to you cheaper, but they chose not to. They just want to make some money. You want to get another yacht, maybe, or something else, right? Valve employees make more money than anyone in the industry. More than Google employees, Microsoft employees, anybody by a mile. You might want to look it up. They make like 40 million a year. It's absolutely insane. You think they're broke? No, man, they got plenty of money. So you sitting up here talking about they don't have enough supply? Dude, get out of here, bro. They're not getting the deals because what are they going to do for the market? Valve makes the most money on their app. So this guy says the cope is crazy. Nobody wants this. Wants to scrap. It's trash. Yeah, dude, all you old, outdated specs, man. PlayStation 5 is more powerful than that. It launched 6 years ago, and it was $500. You're trying to charge almost triple the price. Man, get out of here. And some of them don't even come with a damn controller. You got no exclusives. Why would I want to buy that when I can get myself a laptop at Best Buy with a discount and a 12-month plan, and it destroys that thing with DLSS 4.5? So, yeah, you don't know what you're talking about. This guy says the Steam machine is not a console. Bro, it was trying to appear like a console. It doesn't matter whether it's one or not. It's way too overpriced for specifications. Price, point, value, performance. How is your price compared to other electronic gaming devices that are giving you similar performance? Like I said, PlayStation 5 digital you could get for $399 at launch. $400. Even PlayStation 5 digital right now is like $600 or whatever, or $549, whatever, way more cheaper. And you have all of Xbox games, all PlayStation games, exclusives that you're not getting. A living ecosystem that is going to transfer into PS6 if you want to get that as a high-end PlayStation machine, because that's how it's going to work. You say that it's not a console does not justify the price. Like, I don't understand how this is an excuse by saying the Steam machine is not a console. Why compare it to Xbox consoles? What do you mean, bro? Either it was going to sell very well on the market or not. The Steam Deck is $949. That thing is vastly overpriced. Switch 2 stomps it into the ground. And the sales dropped by, I just read a recent report, 80-something%. It was never supposed to overtake anyone sales as well. The Steam machine could have been something very good if Valve would have got it to be at $600. $700 is pushing it, but that's this market. That would have been okay. They charged an extra $300 or something, bro. $250 easily. Because that was the case. Why is the Switch 2 only going up by $49.99? Why is it more expensive than the PlayStation 5 easily? That's what Valve wanted to do, because people like you come in and defend it and think that price is somehow justifiable because it's not a console. Bro, either you're getting it to play video games or not. I can browse or do anything on my phone or on my laptop I'm recording on right now. So what are we talking about here? Either the price point value performance is adding up or it's not. Either it's attractive and affordable or not. Valve made that to appear to a console-like mentality, but they're way out of the price range. They're out of their minds. It's completely anti-consumer. Also, the mechanism to acquire one is more selective, unlike just going to the store and buying an Xbox, PlayStation, Switch console. Yeah, 100%. The Xbox Series is going to be the same thing. Okay, yeah, you're right about that, because they did the same thing with the Steam Deck, but I was trying to tell people this. They still could have gotten more. They just didn't want to. And they're not going to be getting a select priority deals because who wants to support the Steam machine over PlayStation and Nintendo Switch 2? No, man, you know how much more they're going to sell? You see what I mean? There's a future. They're going to probably hit 100 million. PlayStation already hit, it is already on its way to 100 million. But what I don't understand is, why are you saying it's not a console? Bro, it's coming like a console. It's a PC aspect like a console. It doesn't justify that you can't get something that's not a console as a laptop or a desktop that absolutely blows it away for the same price. Therefore, your argument is null and void. This PC fanboy can't handle the truth here either. Look at this guy. This is a stupid video. This is not competing with other consoles. What is it doing then? It wasn't like competing directly, like you needed to sell 40, 50, or 60 million. That's not the point. But the point was at least come in there and like do something. Those sales are trash. But it's okay that people were saying the Steam machine is a threat to PlayStation 5. It's okay that the Steam machine was going to outsell the Xbox. It's okay that the Steam machine is a threat and it's about to change the game. You've seen all these YouTube videos from the PC worlds? So when Adrian comes out and counters that, you're somehow getting mad, and I get everything, you know what I mean? But I'm not paying for that. That's vastly overpriced. Just like I didn't get no damn ROG Ally. Get out of here. You see what I mean? Why would I get a Steam Deck too? The Switch 2 is significantly better. Not even close. It only exists because of the Switch 1. So how's it a stupid video? That's like me going to all those Steam videos that said the Steam machine is a threat to PlayStation 5. The Steam machine is a threat to console gaming. The Steam machine is going to take over. I should go say all these videos are stupid right now because you're only selling 12 to 14K units per week, which is an absolute failure. Am I not countering you and saying the same thing, that those videos are dumb because they try to make it seem like Steam machine was going to threaten PlayStation? Is it? How? Impossible. And it just came out, bro. At least sell 30 or 40K per week or something. That's absolutely atrocious. This is not competing with other consoles. This is just a small PC with slightly above average performance. Okay, fine, reasonable. And Steam won't be making enough of this for those who want it. This anti-scalper tactics is what led to a slow rollout. Nobody is going to buy that and think that somebody's going to go and buy it even more. It's already vastly overpriced. Scalpers will be morons to think that they should go buy the Steam machine to resell it. Are you serious, bro? I can understand if it was $600, $700. Yeah, maybe in the $700 ballpark, that's still reasonable for a PC-like console, right? But why would scalpers care about the Steam machine? Nobody wants it like that. Nobody wants to wake up to pay triple the price, damn near, of PlayStation 5 base specs. Or if you include the PS5 Digital, $399, right? You remember the deal Sony had in the holidays too? We could get something for $500, $449. You see what I mean? $650 for a PS5 Pro. And if you double that, that's $1,300. Steam machine with a 2 terabyte controller, still more expensive than a PS5 Pro. Man, get out of here, bro. Like I said, it doesn't matter what game you play. There's no justifying the failure for this. It's failing. It's flopping. It's not doing as good as you thought it was going to do. I have people coming on my YouTube page saying it's going to sell 1 million at launch. Or at least 500,000, some people were saying. And that you're just mad because it's threatening the PlayStation ecosystem. The GameCube, and that it's going to take over. Where's that at? They have to go through the waitlist for someone to even have a chance of ordering it. I'm not saying that's not true, bro. What I'm saying is that I don't get the point of Valve launching this. Like, when you think about the other console Steam machine they tried to launch, that was a failure too. It's almost like they're like making these little small niche products to sell 14, 15K per week. That's not that good, man. If you want to build an ecosystem, you need more than that. You're supposed to come into the console-like space. Why are you trying to avoid that? Xbox Helix is going to do the same thing. Some of it may sell a little bit better than this. I don't know. It all depends, though. This guy says it sold out the first run. They probably sell 12 to 15K units a week because that's what they ship per week and what they can actually build from the pre-orders. They have already effectively been purchased, by the way. Okay, man. You look, bro. If I made a product and I'm trying to do damage on the market and come in there and threaten other people, and I only make 5,000 a week, and I said it sold out, but average consoles sell how much per week? Think about it. I'm going to ask you a question. Want me to go to VG charts and show you? They thought the Xbox was doing phenomenal this month. It got almost 200,000 worldwide, or last month, sorry. And that's in its 6th year, and it's overpriced, and it's about to go up again. PlayStation is already went up multiple prices, but Sony still sold 400 some thousand, maybe 500,000 for the month. Nintendo probably sold 1 million. Like, you kind of feel like a console is dying when it's selling like the Steam machine. You don't do that when you first launch a product. That's what I'm saying. Like, to me, that's pretty dead. And you're acting like you have a right to make an excuse for this overpriced product. Like, the only reason it's not selling more is because Valve doesn't have more on the market and it's not vastly overpriced. No, bro. It's because it's vastly overpriced and its market is insane. Otherwise, even if Valve have 1 million units right now, do you think that 1 million Steam machines would have sold? I'm telling you, it'll be selling almost about the same. I've never seen somebody make an excuse more for a product being overpriced. This is the most overpriced electronic gaming product history. In history, what is more expensive than a Steam machine, console-wise? And the PS5 Pro destroys it in comparison. Price point value. Plus having PlayStation 5 only games and Xbox games, and all the games you practically have, and third-party, second-party money ads. And they share some of their games with you still. I don't get the point of you making a product like that if you're not coming into the console space to threaten somebody else. Because it's your ecosystem. It's not a Windows machine. You see what I mean? Valve is trying to expand out their ecosystem. Why would you not want to sell more? You're not making any sense to me. This guy says PlayStation is doing a good job of killing their own console. I get what you're saying, but it's not going to do as much damage as you think, bro. Microsoft, Activision, and Sony teamed up to show you that. With Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and 2 ports. You see what I'm saying? That literally overshadowed everything. It's embarrassing, man. And GTA 6 is going to just end it. So, this guy says, I'm a PC player and a Steam fan. Nothing wrong with that. But I won't buy a Steam machine. Props, bro, because you're actually not supporting something that's ridiculous. Just like, who will buy a Steam Deck at $949? Price to performance is not there. That's all AGN was saying this whole video. Price to performance, price point value performance is not there. And I can't even recommend the Steam Deck at its current price. Yeah, let me go ahead and do this. This is the best comment I've seen in the video so far, though I haven't read everything. But this guy right here is actually understanding what we're saying here. Either you're getting a good deal or not. Back in the PlayStation 5 and Series X launch days, you could at least build a PC for like $650 or almost $700 that could almost match it. Now you're going from 2020 when that launched, because there was a lot of that going on. Can you do that? No, people had to at least spend probably $700, $750. Oh, probably maybe a little bit more. But now we're going to 2026, and you got something like the Steam machine, which is $1,100 without a controller, no exclusives. We just got the library, and you can't even match the PlayStation 5 performance barely. You're weaker than it. How much more money is that? $1,100 compared to the $600 PlayStation. Because it doesn't come with a disc drive, so you might as well go to the PlayStation Digital. If we want to talk a disc drive, even, you see what I'm saying? And they come with a controller. The PS5 Pro comes with a controller and a 2 terabyte. And it launched at $700. Then it went to $750. This guy says it's also sold out with a lot of dots because, once again, somehow he thinks that it's sold out and there's not love. This is clickbait. How's it clickbait? Hasn't sold out. Valve hasn't said this. Ooh, dagger. Well, it's not available for purchase from Valve. Interpret that however you want. Yeah, because people are dumb and trash like this. What's trash about it? Are you just part of the hate bandwagon? Dude, I don't understand how somebody would be hating on something that's vastly overpriced. You should be hating that price because it's anti-consumer. Valve purposely produces low supply to create artificial hype for game fanboys. This guy is absolutely correct. That's what's going on. If your box is only as good as the exclusives, then your box is a failure. Okay, bro. This guy. All right. Mollybet says this is bullcrap. It sells far lower than that. This guy says Steam machine sucks, but out of touch video. I don't know about that. But it's a PC, not a console. It's like buying a gaming PC. So why would you expect it to sell more? So somehow, if the Steam machine was $600, it shouldn't be selling like a console, even though it would have been like, it would have been selling a lot more. Could you imagine? And what would happen? They would be all over the place bragging. But now let's make an excuse because it's a PC, not a console. Though everybody knows this thing is appearing like a console with a damn controller. It's not like buying a gaming PC. I'd say it'd be more closer to a laptop, but in a box. Because a PC is a huge tower that needs all that other stuff, you know what I mean? Monitor hookup and all that. This would be closer to buying a laptop than it would be a gaming PC rig. So somehow it needs to sell less because it's a gaming PC. But let's say if I made something like the Steam Machine with my own operating system, and it was more powerful than the PS5, and I sold it $100 cheaper, and I said I want to sell 40 million, and it just starts outselling it. It shouldn't do that according to this, guys, because it's a gaming PC. That's what he's saying. He's saying because it's a PC, it could never sell more. That doesn't make any sense. Somebody intelligent, I agree, the price is crazy. That's what this is all about. It's about nothing else. It's price point, value, performance, and not enough stock because somehow, yeah, I don't know, man, get out of here. Paid for by Microsoft. So somehow Microsoft paid me to make that video. Okay. This guy says, if you think Steam Machine is dead, you're going to laugh your butt off when PS6 drops and Sony is still, well, Sony. PlayStation 6 is going to sell significantly more than the Steam Machine. And when they launch it in 2028, the market's going to crash, the bubble's going to go down, and Sony's going to drop the price, and they're going to do sales, and it's going to be a catch-up. Wait. And that PS6 for that price is going to destroy a PC equal to that in that market. If you can't see that, I don't know what to tell you. So this guy says Helix is going to fail. Oh, Molly said that. Just not as bad as people think because PlayStation has jumped the shark. But both Helix and PS6 are going to flop. I don't believe PS6 is going to flop, but I don't think it's going to sell 100 million. Now, Helix is definitely going to, like I said, it's going to be the same thing, like on Microsoft's website, and it's going to be probably at Best Buy, and they're going to have a renting program because it's going to be too expensive. This guy says they have a wait list that they can't even fill. What is this guy smoking? See all these Steam fanboys, man? This type of stuff cracks me up because they really just can't admit that it's overpriced, outdated hardware. HVDIV says no one's going to pay $1,000 for a video game console. If anyone actually does, it's a very small group of people. Exactly. Just wait for the $1,200 plus PS6 to launch. It's going to massive love. Yeah, you're funny, bro. No, the PS6 is not going to be no more than $800 at launch. Sony can't afford to do that. They're going to take a loss, but they're already making up for all the other categories and going digital only. Just Xbox and Sony consoles are selling at a loss. Steam Machine is selling at a profit. That's the problem, bro. Why are you trying to make an extra $200 or $300 off of a product when you can get a million extra more people? Let's say if you were able to get a million and a half extra more people into your ecosystem this year, they would start buying all those games off of your shop. Now you're getting massive third-party support and making way more money off of video games and microtransactions than you are off of that few $100s. This is where Valve is not that intelligent. Look at PlayStation, more in history, and they sold at a loss. But you make up for it with accessories, microtransactions, third-party sales, and first-party sales. And people buying extra controllers and subscriptions, PlayStation Plus. This is where Valve is missing the point here. You should have a huger install base so that more people are supporting the Steam store. I don't know what else to tell you. So guys, we kind of get the idea here, right? They can't. They look, this guys, I really can't take this man serious. They're really mad. Guys, what is wrong with my title? Let's go back up here again. What's wrong with my title? Steam Machine is dead. I'm laughing at you guys. Xbox consoles are selling it. What did I do to say this wrong? It is, dude, you're if any other product outside of the Valve world, I swear this is the only Valve fanboys, if an Xbox launched, a PlayStation launched, a Nintendo product launched, even Sega back then, and it was selling 12 to 14K, is it not dead on arrival? That is abysmal. You would have to immediately do a price drop because you would be panicking and being scared. And Xbox consoles are selling it. We saw the results for Xbox consoles in June. Microsoft had a spike. So yeah, they're vastly outselling you right now. I'm just saying, man. So let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below. Become a member as usual. All I got to say is I'm laughing at PC fanboys because they're actually funny. Not all of you, but the people that are coming to defend the Steam Machine and making up tons of excuses for it. Get out of here, man. Vastly overpriced, has no exclusives, and is old, and it ain't even more powerful than a PS5 or Xbox Series X. Why would I go do that when I can get a PS5 Pro and a Switch 2 rather than a 2 terabyte? And then I got everything I need. Or get yourself a nice laptop. Destroy it completely, and you still got Steam. Or being gullible. That's all I have to say, okay? So keep on gaming, no matter what platform you're on or Steam app.